Legion Tactical Cutlery.
Hold the line!
Check it out, troops. Check out all this wood. Now, this is some of the wood that I did some pre-testing. Okay. And here's a ton of very green wood that I will be testing the Selvans with. Okay, and I also have a dry piece I want to test. But this green stuff is tough. Okay, and not only that, but I got extra stumps out here in the remote outpost, and I've got more wood than I know what to do with, man. So yeah, pretty excited to test this out. These are the pieces I plan on testing, troops. Some are dry and seasoned, some are just freshly cut down and green as hell. However, that's what we're gonna test. Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Gruggs here, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back, troops, Legionnaires, and new recruits. As always, really appreciate you all taking the time to check out my channel and my videos. I got something heavy duty today. This is the Extrema Ratio Selvans in Desert Tan. This thing is a beast. I did some pre-testing with this, man, and now I got to put this on video to show everybody. I'm excited. Stick around. It's going to be a long video because there's going to be a lot of testing. And for those doing some serious research, this is the video for you. What are you all carrying today, troops? What is your EDC? Well, today, the companion knife for the Selvans is my cold steel bush ranger, an S35EN. In my opinion, a perfect combination. Now I'm talking old school cold steel, not GSM. Veterans active military talk about a survival knife. Man, oh man. Just want to say thank you very much for your service and enjoy your Thanksgiving with your families. Quick specs, let's go over it. Once again, this is the Extrema Ratio Selvans survival knife. All right, we are looking at an overall length of 12.3 inch with a blade length of 6.3 inch. Blade material is BÖHLER N690 at a blade hardness of 58 HRC. Blade thickness is 6.3 millimeters. Blade type is a Canto. Blade grind is flat. Blade finish is a black mill C burnishing. Handle length is 6 inch. Handle thickness is 0.9 inch. Handle material is a tan 4-preen. Knife net weight is 15.2 ounce. The designer is Daniele del Canto. Made in Italy. Features a hidden full tang, lanyard hole, a MOLLE compatible nylon sheath. And man, oh man, is this thing a beast. Close up of this animal, man. Check out that heavy duty blade, 1/4 inch thick. It's got an area that's milled out on both sides. It's gonna do hopefully pretty well, sparking up a ferro rod. I am excited. It's got a extremely nice sized handle, very comfortable with the 4-preen grips, just fantastic. It has a lanyard hole. It's got a little bird's beak area, some cutouts for hand manipulation. It's going to be good, man. I am excited. Now, I did do a Legion premiere on this knife, so go check that out for some real good details. Okay, now let's check out this sheath. It's an awesome nylon sheath. It's heavy duty, it is high quality, and it does come with some leg straps. It's versatile. Once again, go look at my Legion premiere of this awesome sheath and knife. Okay, let's just pop this in because I got a lot of work to do, man. I've got a lot of chopping, a lot of batoning. This thing is a serious beast, and I have to get it all on video for you. Okay, there we go, man. That is nice. I could fit it in the back of my pack right over there, or on my hip, which I have done and which I will be doing once, you know, I am done with this close-up. But you know what, I'm done talking, I'm done showing. Now we got to prove what this thing can do, and I'm gonna start with this piece right here. Now this piece of log is dry. So this is the hard stuff. I've also got green wood to show everybody. So I'm excited, man. Okay, let's get to it. Gonna be testing this with and without gloves, but I'll tell you right now, it's a chilly morning. The handles, they feel not only comfortable, but you know, I'm not cold. My hands are fine with this handle. You know, a plus about these Extrema Ratio 4-preen handles. Let's get to chopping, man, because it's gonna take a while. Dry piece, let's get through it, man. Definitely seasoned, you know. I mean, this is here. Check it out. Okay, look how thick that is. And being in a camp environment, this is a perfect scenario to use this knife, okay? So let me just turn it around and keep on going. I'm extremely happy to be representing Extrema Ratio here in the United States, so I'm gonna do it justice. Definitely a hard piece of wood. Well, their N690 steel combined with their heat treat is second to none. So far so good. Okay, so let me keep going. I'm going to be using every part of the blade that I can. Wow, this is a big log, but that's okay. I got to show what this thing can do. Just making sure I'm chopping within the same vicinity. But yeah, now we're getting to the meat, okay? And I will be taking breaks in between because I gotta watch my health. No joke. This is no joke. Yeah, we're looking good here. Let's keep going. You know, the weight of the blade is just doing, you know, fantastic job here. I gotta twist this around a bit. But you could see the discoloration and the sweet spot. That belly is helping out. Just wanna make sure I point out this, you know, these small details. Look at that. So far, so good. Now, I got to take a break in between. I don't want to get too tuckered out. All right, let's start on this side. Let's make some leeway here. Something else I want to let everybody know. Some people are saying that the handle is uncomfortable. These are one of the best handles ever made in existence. They've got this cutout right here. They have this other cutout with a little bit of a bird's beak. Extremely comfortable. You know, there is a little hand shock, but I'm wailing on this, man. But again, pointing out details. Okay, so I'm not going to be talking too much. I need to conserve my energy, and I'm just going to see if I could just plow right through this. Whew. All right. Whew. Okay. Okay, troops, I'm just gonna take a little break and I'm gonna go grab a piece of wood to do some edge retention testing for you all, because that's a lot of hard use chopping and that blade looks good so far. So I'm gonna leave that right there. I'll be back. All right, I got a couple of sticks. Let's take a look at the edge retention. I'm gonna do it right by the sweet spot over here. You can see the discoloration. All right, there you go. Nice thin curls. We are looking good so far, man. It's awesome. Okay, I'll just keep these around for edge retention. I'm rested up. Let's keep going. Now look, the blade is heavy enough that it could do the work, but again, I've got a lot of testing I want to show everybody for research purposes, you know. So just excited. You could hear by the hits of this wood that this is, you know, pretty seasoned. You know, maybe you just need this and a saw and maybe a pocket knife, you know? You don't need to bring an axe with you. It's doing the job. Woo! That is some animal, man. Ho! We're almost through here, troops. We're getting to the nitty gritty in the center right here. Woo! Look at that. Look at that. Wow, this is fighting me till the end. That's all right, we got it. It's loose. Yeah, yeah, done. That was awesome, look at that. That's no joke. Oh, straight as an arrow, man. That's a beast. All right, let me clean up, we'll move on. That was amazing. This is the smaller piece, so I could just fit everything on camera. And, you know, I broke out the Centurion baton for the beating that I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna make some quarters with this log, and we'll see how it performs. Awesome, being that it's a dry piece, easy. Now I've got some really green ones. We're gonna put this to a challenge. So let me continue. I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but let's make the quarters as I promised. Okay, got nice quarters over here, and I have no doubt that I could even make smaller pieces, kindling, etc. I just got a lot to do, so this is a good example. Now I'm going to put a piece of green wood up on here. We're going to see how that performs with the green stuff. Okay, troops, I got a nice, fresh cut, really green piece of wood here. I was testing this knife on this type of wood, and man, it is not easy. So let's give it a go. I want to show everybody, okay? So I'm going to do some horizontal batoning. In fact, I'll start off with the thicker side, and let's see how it performs. As you can see, it's not splitting so easily, so it'll be a good test. All right, as you can see now, it's starting to split, okay? But it is not only taking a toll on my baton, all right, but that's some hard hits right there, okay? Let me safely get this out, and we will continue, okay? And now it's starting to split the green, but if you noticed, it's not as easy. Okay, splitting. Just want to make sure I keep this in the video. Let's take a look. That looks straight as an arrow. There's nothing wrong with the blade. Let me go on this side. Oh. I dropped my baton. Okay, more abuse, and you can see it went right through, and we are almost through this sucker. And now, hopefully, on this side, we could finish this off and get this green piece split. Okay, let's see if I could do a little prying safely, or if I need to hit this a little more. Hold on a second. Let me make sure the blade is pointed away from me. Nope, not yet. I'm gonna go by the split. Okay, just trying to show an example of prying. All right, a nice green piece of wood, man, and this blade is looking good. The 4-preen handle is looking good. Let's make quarters out of these. All right, 1 second. Let me just put this one out of the way. And let's continue on here. You can see it's not easily splitting, but I am hitting it. Okay, nice and hard. Okay, again, doing a little prying. All right, you can see here the fibers. Nice. All right, that's pretty nice, okay? Let me try some other stuff. Okay, got another nice green piece over here. For the most part, I want to make some feather sticks. All right. Mind you, very green. All right. So combination of, you know, vertical, horizontal batoning. Let me just make some small pieces now. Okay, get rid of that bark, but you could see I made a nice small feather stick. Get rid of this bark. So I am making some nice, you know, smaller pieces, controlled type of work. Okay, perfect. Kindling, right? So we are looking good here. All right, maybe you can make a, you know, a bow drill board, right? This is nice and flat, and you could use the tip to make a divot, which I'll probably do later. But yeah, man, I mean, this is looking good. Maybe I just want to use my hand, you know, utilizing the sharpness and the wedge of the blade. You know, I'm making some nice smaller sticks here. Whoops, I just dropped that. And without the batoning. Okay, so just an idea. And now, okay, I've got some kindling here. Let's do the vertical batoning. I'm sorry, horizontal batoning to make smaller pieces. Okay, so that's looking good. Let's do a quick test here. So that's looking good, right? Because I'm utilizing the whole blade. Whoa, this one just broke apart and it's green. Well, that's good, right? This is perfect, man, you know? That just cut that bark easy. I mean, we're looking good here. So let me process this further. Let me get some feather sticks. We'll do some individual curls, feather sticks with this knife. But you could see, man, with the, you know, with the green, it's just plowing right through it. Okay. Got a couple of processed pieces of kindling and feather sticks here. They're not too thin, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. So let me start off by, no gloves this time. Let me start off by just making some, you know, individual curls. Beautiful. Look at that. You can just make a big pile of these, you know. So still sharp after that serious abuse. Okay, look at that. Nice pile right here. So fantastic. Now, feather sticks. Let me see if I can make this a little bit smaller. Okay. Well, here's a nice thin one. Here's a nice thin one. Okay. So let's make these feather sticks. So a big brute like this. Still sharp enough and easy enough to make some nice feather sticks. Perfect example, okay? 1/4 inch thick, but that heat treated N690 from BÖHLER, man, is badassery right here, okay? Just phenomenal stuff right here, man. All right, I'm gonna do the rest off camera so I don't waste too much more time because, again, we got some testing to do. Something I haven't done in a while is some cross batoning. It's a pretty decent thick piece, so let's let's give it a go. Now, they're probably gonna be flying all over the place. So the point is that this knife is gonna go through this without a problem, or shouldn't have a problem. No damage. As you can see, it went through. And actually, before I put that piece of stick up here, I batoned, cross-batoned both sides. Let me pick that up and we'll continue. Okay, let's keep on going. In fact, you see that knot right there? Let's go through that knotted area. Okay. No issues, no damage, all good. All right, one more time. I'm going to do the rear of the blade over here. It's probably going to tear up my baton, but I want to show everybody that you know I'm doing different parts of the blade. Ouch. I'm going to need my gloves for this one. Hold on a second, troops. Actually, you know what? Let me do it this way. Let me see. No edge damage. Well, I hope it proves my point. Maybe just a little bit of the damage on the forepreen handle, but nothing to be concerned about. The blade is still functional. Now, this is a Canto. I know that's a small piece, but that tip is working. Get rid of that bark. It's a little soft. I'll find something a little bit harder, but again, just to demonstrate that robust tip right there, you know, can do the job if you need to. Let me get something a little bit better for an example. Okay, I found a half. I don't know if I used this or not already, but I found a half. Let's do it right here in the middle. In fact, I'm going to use the handle to do a little bit of batoning on the top here. Oh. Now, this handle is perfect, you know? I'm starting to get blisters from all the work that I'm doing. That's how hard I'm working on this blade. So, but you could see, I don't even have the lanyard around my hand. And this thing is just, it's also thick, you know? So let me try towards the end over here. Once again, I'm gonna baton that forepreen handle over here. Oh, see? You see the wedge? See how thick that is? So I have to get it in there a little bit deeper than I want to, so it doesn't pop out. Let's see now. There we go. Nice, okay? Check that out. Tip is there. That tip is so thick that it's, you know, it's not easily getting stuck into the wood like a thinner knife would, you know, but nice. Let me pick those up. There we go, troops, man. Awesome. Awesome, no issue with the blade. Yeah, no, that's straight, man. All right, if you could take a look at that. There's no edge damage, there's no tip damage, you know, and you could see the blade is completely scuffed up. So, you know, the abuse part is undeniable. The knife took a beating, you know, the handle is taking a beating and working just fine. I think those with big gorilla hands are going to be real happy with this. So I want to test this out now, this part over here, okay? I think I'm good proving my point to everybody, you know, with the hardwood and the green wood, how well this has been doing. So let me set up for some spine work. Okay, so they specifically cut out an area over here on the Selvans for ferro rod and scraping. So now I've got 2 pieces of dry wood, I've got some fat wood, and then I've got that real green stuff, okay? So let's take the real dry stuff first and utilize that indentation to make, see if we can make some scrapings over here. See, different area. Oh yeah, here we go. That's good news. I was getting worried there for a second, you know, but you could see it's making some scraping, some fluff, some wood fluff. So that's good, right? So you got a nice little, you know, small pile. Just again, an example. All right, small example, and it's windy, so it's probably going to blow off. Let me make a little more. And you know, the handle feels real comfortable in the reverse grip. So, and you know, if you feel like you want to make this sharper for whatever reason, you know, it's your knife, you do what you want. But as always, you know, you can always make those nice little, you know, those little fine curls, right? If you're, you know, this is not good enough for you, but it did a decent job. So that's the dry piece. Now let me try this wet piece, or green, I should say. You know, because you could scrape it and then let it dry off. Well, that's working out good. The green stuff. I know some of you probably going to want to be, you know, want to know more about the drier wood, and it is capable, obviously. So, but you could see it's doing it for the green piece. That's good news, okay? So that's working out well. So I'll leave that for the end of the video. And now let's just test out the fat wood over here. Oh wow, that's nice. It definitely is doing good with the fat wood, you know. Now, unfortunately, I can't make a fire, man. As you saw in the beginning of the video, they got signs up. I still can't make fires, which is a bummer because, you know, I told the Extrema Ratio part of my testing was going to be to build a fire. However, I can't do it without getting in trouble. So, you know, and I respect the people over here too much. The you know, the workers over here. I become friends with them, and you know, I'm not going to disrespect them like that. So, until those signs come down, you know, I'll just do some sparking. Nothing major. But again, that's a nice little pile, and it might be enough for anybody to get started. And then you start with the small little twigs on the floor, and then you build up to make your fire. Okay, so now that works good. Okay, let me just put that there so you see. Let's see how she sparks with a ferro rod. Yeah, man, look at that. And there it goes, see? Lit up. All right? So that's a good demonstration. So, you know, this engineered portion over here of this knife works just fine, man. Let's try something. I want to make a divot, but I also want to see if I can get specific with this knife. So the tip, you know, obviously it's pretty thick, and you saw that I went right through, you know, that half of a log, and it did real well. But now, you know, I want to see what a little bit of finesse work will do. So first things first, I did start this. I want to try, you know, make an example of a bow drill board. That's kind of thick, I think. So I just want to see if I could split it in half. Just taking my time. Okay, you can see how nice that's coming along. Okay, so again, I'm not an expert with bow drill boards. I wouldn't even know what piece I would use, but you know, I guess I just want to use the tip over here. Make a divot. Now, mind you, this is a wet piece, and just an example, just want to show everybody an example that this knife can, you know, make a divot for you. And I guess it's another reason why one would want to carry something a little bit smaller, like you know, a pocket folder. But if this is all you had, you know, to make a divot, maybe you have to angle it a certain way. Yeah, got a little bit different angle over here. It's just a matter of working it, you know? And mind you, once again, I'm going to repeat it, I am not an expert at this. Just giving you all, you know, who are more expert at the knife than I am, you know, an idea of some possibilities, you know, of this knife. So it's pretty thick, so I really can't pivot. So it just might take a little bit longer to accomplish your task. But then I guess you know, then you make your little, you know, your little area for the air to breathe or whatever. Again, I'm no expert, just giving everybody an idea what can be done here. And then I know some of you try and get it to where there's air over here. So maybe you make a little, I'm gonna cut myself. You know, maybe you make a little, I guess, tunnel. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you guys call it. I've not studied this, so. But just a quick example of some carving tasks, okay? And I know that divot could be made bigger. And you're just gonna have to, you know, work at it. You know what I mean? Right, because if this is a survival knife, you're going to want to know how to do this. But again, an example, you know, let me turn myself around 1 second. All right, and then you just keep on digging down this hole, the divot, the size that you want. Okay. I mean, that's okay, you know, I guess, you know, but an example, just an example. And you know how nice and thin that cut this piece of wood, so you've got some finesse to it. You know, I have no doubt I can make tent stakes, you you know, some bushcrafting tasks, not all bushcrafting tasks, obviously, because it's a big beast of a blade, but capable nonetheless. I'm good to go, man. I think that was a pretty fine demonstration. And you know what I'm going to do with this? I'm going to do another video, part 2, and cut up some food with this, man. I got 2 turkeys I got to butcher. I'm going to use this. All right, so let's conclude, man. I'm pretty happy. Okay, last but not least, just some camp tasks, right? Some twist ties, easy. Put that in the pile, and then I have some rope over here. I know I've gone long enough with this video, but here we go. All right, awesome. That's a lot of work right there, man. And that knife handled everything without a problem, without an issue. And it can keep on going for more. Now, the other day I did, I made a video of a mock battle, just a little parody thing. And I never sharpened the knife. I just cleaned it up and oiled it, and still going strong. Awesome. Look at all that work over there. Look at that. Look at the size of that log I chopped with that knife, man. And a little bit more finesse work right over here. Divot, bow drill board, right? Making sure everything doesn't fall. Quarters, halves, feather sticks, kindling, chunks. The cross batoning must have been insane for some of you, man. I mean, that was a nice thick piece. Again, not pretty, but it did it. You know what I mean? And just impressive feather sticks. Look at the feather sticks right here. The ferro rod sparked up some fat wood. I mean, survival knife, yeah, absolutely. Pretty awesome, troops. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to check out this video on this channel. Hopefully you made it this long. But if you're doing some research on this knife, questioning whether it's worth it or not, well, now you have your answer, okay? Let me bring awareness, everybody. Hashtag 22 a day, hashtag 22 a day no more. There are veterans and active military who wants to get out of the service. They do face a lot of challenges, and unfortunately one of these challenges is suicide. So at the end of this video, pause on the slides. Check out the phone numbers, check out the websites. Give those phone numbers a call. Get all the information you need during these holiday seasons, man. Talk to somebody and seek the help you all have earned and deserve. Troops, Legionnaires, and new recruits, let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I made a lot of the other European content creators proud that I demonstrated this awesome blade. I want to thank Extrema Ratio again for allowing me to test this and represent. I really do appreciate it. Thank you all. At the ready, troops. Hold the line. Take care. Legionnaires!